So my son is a golfer. He would love to go pro. He actually has played some tournaments. I think he, due to this illness that he didn't know he had, being sick for a while that we didn't know, it really did alter his game. And so now a big question with him is how do we continue golf with what he's going through, and what's going to harm him? Obviously, we now talk about putting a fistula in his arm. For long-term hemodialysis, and that's until he can get a transplant. And the question is, can he play golf with a fistula? He had a talk with, I've been a nurse a long time, and I've only known fistulas to be these big balls in their arm, these big long kind of balls where they've connected an artery and a vein with a mesh netting. And they're big. They're always very intrusive, and obviously in the hospital, I see them often when the patient is sick or they've had them for a while or there's injury or something wrong with the catheter. That's when I tend to see them. That's, I don't see them when they're doing well in the hospital. We don't do well dialysis patients. So my history with them was pretty bad. I've seen them blown out. I've seen them injured. I've seen them clotted because people use the arm too heavily. A lot of different things I've seen with these fistulas. So of course I was really afraid. He's gotten the okay to hold off on it right now until we find out about the transplant, about how long it would take, what our general holdup is, before we look at putting it in, because his nephrologist, although the surgeon, the vascular surgeon that would put it in, he feels like my son could play great golf, that it shouldn't harm his game at all, even if he's receiving dialysis with that arm. The nephrologist said if we feel more comfortable waiting as long as we can to put it in, he's comfortable with that as well. So, right now we're holding it. Like I said, the vascular surgeon said it shouldn't be a problem, but I'll talk about that in another video, what the vascular surgeon has said.